Indonesian panty soup. Gary and Austell. What do you got? With Snake Davis.
Well, Kimmer, the Thrashies visit the Bruins tonight.
Uh-oh, it's going to get ugly.
Yeah, all those who want to go to Boston step forward.
Oh.
Not so fast, Peter Busick.
Oh.
The disgruntled defenseman got his wish and was traded.
Oh.
Along with a draft choice to the Flames.
You're out.
For forward Jeff Cowan, the rights to junior defenseman Curtis Foster, and Tom Lysiak. The 25-year-old Cowan, who's been described as left wing, has 1 goal and 40 penalty minutes this season.
I think that's his position. I don't know.
1 goal he has this season.
One lousy stick.
He should fit right in.
Get out.
Foster, though, is 20 years old, too young to realize the heavy blow fate has dealt him.
Oh, no.
Remember how everyone laughed at the Braves last year for trading away the great John Rocker? How the Indians have stolen the best lefty closer in baseball. Cleveland gave up on him during the season, and today they traded him and catcher Ray Fosse to the Rangers for a minor league pitcher and the rights to Buddy Bell.
All sports have their lovable clowns. John Rocker, O.J. Simpson, Dorf.
Rocker was 3-7, an ERA of 5.45 for the Tribe. I don't know why they would trade him. And he won't even be the closer for Texas. He'll be the middle reliever.
What a catastrophe.
So where's John now?
Where is he?
It's the off-season, you know. Is he deer hunting? No. Rocker is in Puerto Rico with his Puerto Rican friends, playing in the Winter League for the Bayamon Cowboys. Good luck to him. I didn't know they were inviting rednecks to that. Anyway, the Cardinals have signed first baseman Tino Martinez, the former Yankee, who hit .280 with 34 homers and 113 RBIs this season. The Braves signed Julio Franco.
Well, we got Franks.
The Rockies traded pitchers Dennis Reyes, Gabe White, and a minor leaguer to the Redlegs for second baseman Pokey Reese.
Hey, Pokester.
And the rights to Lee May.
Hasn't he knocked up like 50 women or something going for the record, I think? Yeah.
Well, that's his name.
Yeah. Reese?
And for the second straight
get
year,
your Reese over here, honey. I'm going with you.
Grant Hill's going to have ankle surgery, ending his NBA season. What a great pickup that was for the Magic.
Wonderful. Play a couple of weeks, take the rest of the season off.
He's Magic, all right.
What,
Just
8
watch
million?
the money disappear.
$8 million a year, something like that?
Probably more than that. The Rams beat the Saints 34-21, but not before another black eye for the NFL.
Oh, no.
And now you have, well, you've got a Cleveland kind of scene here. You got all this stuff being thrown out of, look at this.
This is why what happened in Cleveland yesterday was such a disgrace. And this is too.
Nope. Well, Al Michaels, Dennis Miller, and Dan Fouts on ABC's Monday Night Football. The so-called fans were upset that a call went against New Orleans in the fourth quarter, but the league jumped on it this time. They arrested them within a minute.
I like it.
13 of them in the Hooskow.
They should have.
Speaking of the land of Cleve, you think the fans there would have been embarrassed by their actions?
Embarrassed by the actions.
Not only did they throw beer, but radios and Tim Couch bobblehead dolls.
Oh, no.
This man sums it up.
I was standing in the audience with the rest of the people, and a beer bottle came from the third section, and I looked up to see it, and I seen it coming down, and it hit me in the forehead and gave me a pretty good gash. But other than that, it was a pretty good Cleveland game.
Other than the fact that I got hit by a beer bottle in the head.
Other than the riot,
it was great. It reminds me of, what was it, the Home Alone with Daniel Stern would always turn around and look, and the brick would hit him in the forehead. And it wasn't just the men.
It was nice. But even when they came back on the field, the call that they let them have was ridiculous. Did you throw anything? Of course. If you're a Browns fan. Do you think that's I was just totally upset. No, it was a plastic bottle. It couldn't hurt.
Oh, it couldn't hurt anybody. Just a plastic bottle. But this woman had her head on straight.
My son got hit with a beer bottle. It was his first time being at the game. Upset. He doesn't even want to come back.
Oh, little wussy kid. Don't even bring him. After the Browns lost to the Jags on Sunday, Cleveland team owner Al Lerner and President Carmen Policy made stupid comments defending the fans' actions, even though they say they didn't, saying it was no big deal. They should have been fined heavily by the league for embarrassing the NFL, but no. The league is too busy finding players for having their socks 2 inches too high and coaches for pointing out bad officials.
Good point.
Instead of going after owners who are inciting riots.
Exactly.
No. But yesterday, Carmen Policy had changed his tune.
I attempted to defend this community and to defend the vast majority of our fans that are not only credible people and wonderful people, but they are some of the best fans in the world.
Well, I don't know about you.
I didn't make it clear. I didn't handle it well.
But I'm not going to sit here and have the United States of America.
Well, back to last night's game. New Orleans coach Jim Haslett on not being able to stop Kurt Warner.
I thought he was great today. Played excellent today. You know, hit all the balls. We pressured him as much as we could. He threw some balls, stuck some balls in there when people crawling on him. I thought he played a good game tonight.
This sounds very gay. I hope you're not saying that.
Rams defensive end Grant Wistrom on the rest of their season.
Oh. We want to try to win out. We got 3 tough games left. We got Atlanta, Carolina, and Indy, and those are 3 great offenses. You know, we got to go against. So just got to try to win out, try to lock up home field advantage.
I like it.
All right, yes, thank you very much.
All right, the Falcons. Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
They're scared of us. We're going to go out there and kick their butts.
The Saints have suspended the receiver Albert Connell for the rest of the season after he reportedly, according to Chris Mortensen of ESPN, was caught stealing money from rookie Deuce McAllister's locker.
Oh, man.
Albert claims it was just a prank. You know, the silly little jokes where you take someone's money but never tell them.
Yeah, keep it for your own. You know, something like that. Fun.
Yeah, the team was already upset with him about his obsessive gambling at the New Orleans riverboat. I'd have to say maybe he made the wrong choice going to the Saints there. Maybe Las Vegas can get a team for him. And ESPN Stuart Scott made a startling confession on SportsCenter while talking to NFL expert and former player Sean Salisbury.
Appreciate the love, man. I just like fist pounding you, man. Rich, holla at me one time.
You heard right.
Oh, my.
He said, appreciate the love, man. I just love fist pounding you.
Totally gay. Liberace gay.
All right.
And that's not all. Seems Ms. Scott has eyes for ESPN co-anchor Rich Eisen.
Only 2 questions remaining, Sports Center. No, Rich, I will not marry you.
Oh, my God.
By the way, our featured women's game of the night, Regis Philbin, 47, Southern Colorado, 35. And what famous Atlanta sportscaster matriculated at Southern Colorado, Kimmer?
Southern, got to be Jeff Hollinger.
You would be absolutely correct. Jeff Hollinger did.
And?
Earning 3 letters before moving on to get his master's at Columbia.
Excellent.
And I checked the Fox 5 website just a few minutes ago, and he's still on there.
Still on there.
Hollinger's still on there.
All right.
So good news so far, but we're going to be monitoring the situation to see if he does the sports today.
I understand he is the new Notre Dame coach, though, so
that could happen. Well, that's a step down, but whatever. You know, I'm Pete Davis on your home with the Atlanta Falcons. News Radio 640 WGST.
Snake, you are the man, sir. 521. Hold on, more calls for the new name for Panty Soup. But first, sponsored by the Atlanta Hartsfield Airport. All right, if you're going to fly, try Hartsfield. Here's Brad Stone.
Absolutely.
No offense, so she was on the old newsmaker liner. It's the Kimmer. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kimmer. Johnny Carson calling.
Johnny, God, he's still alive. How's it going?
Boy, I bet you and Wayne can't wait for the big Clear Channel Christmas party.
Oh, the Christmas party.
Yeah, here it's bring your own meal.
Save a few bucks.
Punnett keeps calling Kiki K at the front desk every 5 minutes to see if there are any cancellations. So he can be a fill-in.
Fill-in at the party.
You know, he said he'd settled for leftovers.
No! That's pretty funny.
Punnett had a big turnout for his going-away party.
He did a big party.
Yeah, I'm glad to see he didn't limit it to listeners.
Smaller room, you know. There's no deposit.
Tumbleweed might have rolled through. The good news is Building of Death FM programmers received their Christmas bonuses.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, the bad news is the checks came from down the street, so...
Down the street.
Keep up the good work, guys.
I don't even know what that is.
The answer to the question direct from the box office is...
Yes.
Not another teen movie.
Not another teen movie. Okay.
What does CNN say when they check the news director's hard drive?
No!
The guy does.
Allegedly. Allegedly.
Not teenagers?
The Halls and Mrs. Gary Busey.
The Halls and Mrs. Gary Busey.
Name 2 things that get decked over the holidays.
You beat her up again.
Stocking stuffers.
Stocking stuffers.
What do they call soup mix in Indonesia?
No! Straighten that through there.
I've heard of bush beans, but this is really ridiculous.
It's just totally ridiculous.
And finally,
yes, sir, it's good.
Christmas toys and the Kimmer's contract.
Christmas toys and the Kimmer's contract.
Name 2 things that will be broken by January. Sim.
Thank you, Johnny.
Sullivan.
Johnny Carson on the Kimmer Show 620.
Fine. So let's hold on now. Are we ready? See who's on the old newsmaker. Let's see. Kimmer, good afternoon.
Kimmer.
That's the president.
Was all that incessant bullshit the last 2 minutes worth keeping the leader of the free world waiting?
I didn't know.
I want to know.
It wasn't. No, I'm sorry.
Today's a sad day in America.
It's a sad day, isn't it?
My stimulus package, like Mrs. Shatner, is dead in the water.
No. No.
Oh.
No, sir.
Not going to be able to breathe life into either one.
Not floating up there on the surface.
Well, Daniel Ortega, the commie mass-murdering mother of Nicaragua, was brought up on rape charges. Apparently, Ortega was boosted by the appearance of Marxist Max Cleland, who testified as a character witness. Later, Max and the Democrat Party had to withdraw their support for Mr. Ortega.
Why? Really? Why?
Well, he was cleared of rape.
Oh, that's that's right. It's only
he lost all his credibility with the party of Satan then.
There you go.
But when Noriega was able to convince the Democrats he was guilty of sexual assault, he got off on a technicality. They welcomed him back with open left wing. So
there you go.
There's a good ending to that story.
Unbelievable.
I understand tonight it's the big building address Christmas party.
Man, I keep forgetting.
Wayne's going to provide entertainment.
He is, I mean.
Guess that's one way to keep the crowd down and save the company money. A good investment.
Yeah, nobody shows.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, Muslims are furious with CNN, whose reporter presented Afghani kids with what they say was an offensive swimsuit photo of Jennifer Lopez. I say count your lucky stars. If you want to be offended, they could have showed you a swimsuit picture of Candy Crowley.
No.
That would have been a big-ass controversy then.
CNN's Candy Crowley.
God.
She's a whale of a reporter, I know that.
As I like to call her,
yes, sir.
The capital Rotunda.
No, Mr. President.
I tell you, Cameron, I wish these damn legions would hurry up and heal.
Oh, on your face there?
Oh, yeah, I'm tired of being mistaken for an Olympic diver.
No! Oh, my God! Little sarcoma there. Oh, man, that's so cool.
You had to embellish it.
You're the one who started it, Mr. President. You're the commander-in-chief. You know?
You're the one that kept me on the hold for 2 months.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
Mr. President, semper fi, sir.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Luganis.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
Well, good afternoon.
Golly, I wonder who this is.
Hello, Kimmer. This is Senator John McCain calling. I think these Senate hearings on terrorism are essential.
Yeah, you idiot. What kind of a boneheaded...
Not really like fun. I just want to see my ugly face on television.
No. Wait a minute. This isn't Senator McCain. It's former President Ronald Reagan you slide on.
They are a lot alike.
Seem a lot alike.
Last night, Punnett did a 60-minute show in front of the Quick Trip security camera.
Just to keep it, you know.
By the way, Punnett, thanks for the invitation.
Oh, boy.
I guess non-communists weren't invited.
No, wait a second.
Well, those pussies in the Justice Department have already ruled out treason for this Taliban traitor John Fonda Walker. I guess they figure if Clinton couldn't be found guilty of treason, how could anybody else be?
Well, good point.
If selling nuclear secrets to China ain't betraying your country, what the hell is?
The difference,
Yeah. Where we live in Russia?
I think it's Russia. It's Russia.
No prosecution of John Walker.
No.
No investigation of the Clinton parts.
No.
Not one damn effort to pass a stimulus package.
No.
I'm starting to think that W does stand for wimp.
Well, it's his fault.
Yeah, you saw what sitting on your ass and living off war-induced popularity did for his old man, the one-term wonder.
Well, sir, please.
I'm starting to believe George W. should have appeared at the Roxy last week.
No, but just a monologue. You're kind of still bitter about that.
Definitely all wet on John Walker. I will say that.
You're kind of bitter about the whole legacy thing, aren't you, sir?
Well, it's continuing. My God, I thought we'd elected a conservative this time.
I'm sorry, sir.
It's a chip off the
something.
Same old pussified block, in my opinion. Today is the 55th birthday of psychic Uri Geller.
Uri Geller?
Who could use mind control to bend spoons without even using his hands. I never thought that was a big deal.
Well, why not?
Well, David Copperfield could bend a soup ladle without using his hands. He had a buttload of tricks.
No!
He once bent Siegfried and Roy at the same time.
No! He bent Siegfried and Roy, did he?
It's great.
Thank you.
I have a lot of time on my hands to think of these things.
God bless you, sir.
Goodbye.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Former President.
Well, the Braves have signed the final piece of the puzzle.
Finally, the puzzle. They got. They didn't get Barry Bonds. No, they didn't get J-Lo. They didn't get. Who did they get?
No. Why sign a Tony Clark who would have fit in well at first base here when you can go out and get you an Albie Lopez?
Albie Lopez. All right, you can't have too many Lopez's. I think that's the Braves' motto, you know.
5-12 last year, ERA like 700 or something like that.
That's great. Well,
that's good.
Fit right in and come around September.
And June Jones is already...
Notre Dame?
No, Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech?
Actually,
really?
He's denying that he's coming to Georgia Tech.
Well, then he's coming.
He says he has not been offered the job.
Bring his motorcycle.
Probably offered him.
Excellent, excellent.
Going to the Christmas party tonight.
Who is?
You.
Oh, sorry.
That's a question. That's funny.
I don't know. I'm hoping to make an appearance, I'd say. What?
You're not going?
Well, I didn't say anything.
I hear there may be some last-minute troubles.
What do you mean?
Seems they didn't exactly get this shindig planned until the last few days. Anthony's restaurant is ready and waiting for us.
Well, they're fine.
They are. It's a great place.
Wonderful.
But Clear Channel Management is still getting its act together.
What'd they do?
In fact, I overheard one management type say to the party planner today...
Yeah. You've only got a couple of hours left. If you're going to pull a party out of your ass, you might want to stand up.
That's my motto.
God knows what's going to happen.
As I keep telling my wife, you want to have people over, all right?
Hopefully everything will go well and somebody will get laid.
No, hey.
All those Georgia fans...
Never happened before.
No, they usually wait till they come back to this stage.
They get to the production room or something.
Well, anyway.
Hey, ho!
All those Georgia fans who sanctimoniously want to laugh and point fingers at the Yellow Jackets for the Georgia Leary mess step forward.
Yeah, all right.
Not so fast.
Oh, wait a second, Mr. Assistant Coach.
Yeah, the AJC reporting today another coach has been caught enhancing his resume.
Liar.
This time it's a Bulldog.
Liar.
The official bio of assistant basketball coach Jim Herrick Jr., son of the head coach, hence the name, has some discrepancies.
Oh, no.
He claims to have gone to the NCAA tourney twice as a player for Pepperdine when, in fact, it was only once. And Jr. also said he made the West Coast Academic All-Conference team twice, but, in fact, he never made that squad.
Well, wouldn't his father know that? And wouldn't his father know his freaking resume? And wouldn't his father say, son, you can't lie because we're hiring you and stuff?
His father doesn't even know where he eats dinner and turns that into UCLA, you know?
Fire them all. Honest to God. Fire every freaking one of them. The secretary who typed it, the guy who did the facts. I'm serious. Get rid of every stinking one of them.
Well, no truth to the rumor that Notre Dame has called to see if he's available.
Thank you.
Junior claims he has no idea how the wrong info got there.
I don't know. I don't know.
Are you sure you don't know?
I'm not going to answer that question.
Why not?
But Tim Hicks, the team's publicist, says Herrick supplied the information himself.
No!
And stop me if you heard this before, but on bios at the 5 other colleges he's worked for, Junior said he was a 4-year letterman at Pepperdine.
Oh, even better.
He played 3 years. Junior's hire, he was on the advanced program.
Advanced program, sure.
Junior's hire this year was controversial because of the school's nepotism rule, which was circumvented to allow him to work for dear old dad.
Vince has, pretty much something there.
Speaking of the Irish, once again, the big names seem to be running away from South Bend.
Oh, they are?
49ers coach Steve Mariucci says he's not interested again.
No.
And Gamecocks coach Lou Holtz says he's not going to Notre Dame either.
No.
But in typical Lou speak, while he said he wasn't interested, he also said he can't say no to anything.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Thank you.
The Thrashers lose in Phillips 4-2 to the Sharks. Coach Kurt Frazier.
I knew it was going to be a tough battle. They're playing the best in the league right now. So he played pretty well, and then for about 10 minutes in the second period, we stopped playing.
Zamboni.
So that's not good when you stop playing in the middle of a game.
That's bad.
Well, at least the Thrashers started playing to begin with. The Hawks didn't even begin to play. Michael Jordan had 23 points to lead the Wiz over the Hawks 103-76 in D.C.
The who? Alvin Williams trots over the midcourt line. Rep set up shop to the right forecourt. High post, Keon Clark in a spin in the lane to the cup with a left-handed dunk. Are you kidding me? Keon Clark with some slamming jamming.
You're losing it, Wayne.
I'm sorry.
Chuck Swirsky of the Fan 590 Toronto, the Raptors beat the Pacers, which has nothing to do with the Wiz.
Thank you.
For the first time in 36 years, Chick Hearn won't be around to announce a Lakers game. The 85-year-old Hearn underwent open-heart surgery yesterday to unblock an aortic valve. That's not good.
No,
He's
not
called
85, it's not.
3,338 consecutive games. A full recovery is expected.
It's expected, sure.
Not a good day to be behind the mic as Reds broadcaster Joe Nuxall is back home after suffering a heart attack Monday.
No, was he 50?
Yeah, I don't know, but he had angioplasty. Probably a little older than that.
Here's the extra point from Curtis Head.
Oh, did you hear that?
Yeah, I did hear that. No one else heard it but you.
You missed it. What else can happen? Curtis Head.
You know, you are the only one who heard that.
I heard it very clearly.
We'll just keep moving. Steve Levy and Todd Christensen. I played that all morning and no one caught that.
Man.
ESPN2 at the GMAC Bowl in Mobile. I went to bed with the Pirates up 38-8 over the Thundering Herd at halftime. But Marshall came thundering back in the second half to tie it at 51-all with 7 seconds left in regulation. Then missed the extra point that could have won it. It took 2 OTs before the Herd finally beat East Carolina 64-61, the highest scoring bowl game ever. That's more scoring